Hey guys, Denise here. Welcome back. It's probably been a couple weeks now since I've uploaded a video. Reason being is because the way our paychecks landed last month, it threw off how I pay our bills. Usually with the first check of the month, I'll pay all the first half of the bills taken care of. The second paycheck then comes the mortgage and like the little straggler bills that are kind of small. That's just how we've been doing it, but for some reason the way the month of April and May fell, it's thrown off like when and how I do the bills. So there was no cash stuffing in the last check because our mortgage got taken out of the first check and all the first half of the bills that I paid in the month. So there wasn't much left to stuff aside from my groceries, and I don't think that'd be a fun video to record. It'd be really, really short. So I am filming today for, we get paid this coming Friday, but this is going to be more of an unstuffing of savings challenges to cover the cost of some car maintenance we had done today. My car maintenance envelope was short what was needed in the total amount of work that needed to be done. So the total of work that needed to be done was $11.99 and 41 cents. My car maintenance envelope does not have that much in it. So what I'm going to need to do is empty out my envelope and take some from my husband's envelope. They're both our cars, so really mine doesn't really matter, but each car had their own car maintenance envelope, but I'm going to need to pull from both to cover the cost of that because I don't want to put it on as another debt to pay off. So we're going to do that. I played around with budgeting a little bit for next paycheck going end of May going into June. But unfortunately with how May is landing again with when our mortgage is due, it's kind of in between the due date of when we get paid and we get paid again. It's like right in the middle. So I'm gonna have to do it out of the first paycheck. So normally I would stuff like fun money envelope, eating out envelope, and all that stuff, but there's just not going to be room for that this paycheck. I left my planner at work. Unfortunately, I had all this broken down on another sheet of paper, but so for the most part it's going to be our variable expenses as far as like gas and I think that's it. Everything else is a fixed expense, like our HOA, water. Water is, I guess, variable expense, but typically right now, with it not being hot yet, it's around that. Our security system, some sinking funds that we need to set aside for things that are going on this summer. And then I'm gonna have to take care of our HOA for June in May, as well as PG&E for June in May. And then my husband's going to need his oil change soon, so hopefully I can replenish his envelope when that time comes. We have an appointment scheduled next week. So for my car, what this was for was front brakes, rear brakes, brake fluid flush, and new pads. So the alarm or alert came on my car, so it was absolutely time I needed to get my brakes done. So safety first. All right, let's empty this out. And I'm debating on emptying out my 100 envelope challenge. I have two going. I have one that's the normal 100 envelope challenge, and then I have one that's 100 envelope challenge. I might restart this one and take the funds in here to pay down debt and then start over later. There's not much in this one, so I don't feel like I need to unstuff this one, but since this one has the most, I'd rather knock down a lot of our debt for a couple of reasons. I did set a goal for 2 of our last debts to be paid off within the summer. And if there's a potential move in the future, end of the year maybe, I want all the debt cleared out before we have this potential move. We just don't know if it's happening yet. Okay, so let's empty this guy. So we need basically 1,200. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 750, 760, 770, 780, 790, 800. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, $12 here. There's 800 here. And these 2 envelopes are empty because I'm done saving for our car tax that are due in June and July. So I'm going to deposit that money and pay for those early. $8, $9, $10, $11, $12. So 50, 100, 50, 200, 40, 60, 80, 300, 10, 20, 25, 26. Okay, so we're not completely clearing it out, so that's good. Leave that in there for his car services. So I took 12, 11, 10, 9. So I took 400 out of his envelope. So I need to replenish his envelope. And I will leave this in mine. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, let's see. All right. So another envelope I had already emptied out to pay towards some debt was my Save Your Age challenge. He still has his, but I took mine out just to pay down another debt that we had. So this will be deposited tomorrow to pay back the card that we used. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. There's 1,200. And this will be a part of this deposit. So 1,200. 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 81, 181. And then I have a $50 check as well, so that'll be 50. Alright, so all this will go to the bank tomorrow to be deposited, to pay back the account, and pay the MX card. And then the money for our tags is right there that I'll be depositing too. So there's that. Alright. I really wish I brought my planner home because I feel like this number is off. I feel like that other piece of paper I had a different number on it, so I'm just gonna have to wait till I get to work tomorrow. I felt naked when I left. I was like, there's something missing, and I forgot my other bag I carried my lunch in had my planner in it. So I feel like this had a different amount, but I'll have to double check that tomorrow. What else did I want to update you guys on? So, oh yes. Okay, so this is my debt tracker here. So we paid off my Capital One, and then last two things we have is our bed and his credit card. So I think when I added up the other day, it was like 7,000 and some change. It's lower than that, I think, that we have left in debt. And part of me wants to empty out this envelope to dump it on his credit card to drop it down to 2,800 instead. I think that is what I want to do, because the sooner I can get this debt knocked out, the quicker I can get back to these savings challenges and stuff. So maybe I'll do that. So as of right now, I started this earlier, so in March, and I was trying to catch up for like January, February. This is kind of where it fell apart with our paychecks and how things are off. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we have $1,100 saved right now that I think I'm gonna take out, and then we'll just start this over. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Just double check here. Yeah. Okay. Well, good news is, guys, I finally do feel of course I start coughing. I was really sick last week and or the week before, and as I started to feel better, this freaking cough started, and I can't get rid of it. Like, I cough and it makes me do this wheezing thing. It's really weird. I tested twice during the week that I was like crazy sick, and I was negative both times for COVID, so it wasn't that. It was just some nasty flu or something or whatever. I had like the cold sweats and chills and body aches and ugh. All right, almost there. So I'm gonna be dropping a lot in the bank tomorrow, but you know what? I'm glad this money was here and I was able to do this. and restart. Alright, so that's empty. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All nice and crisp. These are all new. Alright, off to the bank mañana. Look at that, my sad little $1 bill and snowball. I had 70-something dollars in here. But we went to Costco Saturday and our renewal fee was due. It was 60 bucks, so I just pulled it from the snowball to pay for it, and I was left with $1. So this will all go to the bank towards that credit card. Knock it down. So I will do this. I'm gonna mark this. And we're gonna do, tomorrow is the 17th. And we're gonna pay, let's pay 1,000. And I'm gonna take this other 100 back out. I'm gonna put it into his car maintenance, and I will only owe 300 to it instead of 400. Hyundai maintenance, so we only took 300. Let's do that. And then it'll be 411 in there. So 152, 3, 10, 20. Oh no. So we said this was 1, 2, 3, 20, 40, 60, 80, 85. Oh my goodness, what is happening? 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100. So 4, 11. Okay. Alright guys, thank you for sticking around in my hot mess of a video, and I hope to have another cash stuffing sooner than later, but like I said, because of how the paychecks fall within how these last month and this month is falling, it's just thrown everything off of how I normally pay our bills. So hopefully cash stuffing will happen in the near future, but hope you guys are doing well. How's everybody's health doing? I hope everyone's well. Tennessee was amazing. It was so pretty when we were there. The wedding was gorgeous. It was a super tiny wedding, but it was so pretty where they had it. We had a great time. It was my first time there. So anyhow, I'm hoping. It was funny because where the wedding was, I googled where Dave Ramsey's studio is, and we were 4 hours away from it, so there was no way. We didn't have a rental car. So anyhow, good times. I will talk to you guys later, and I hope to catch you guys down in the comments. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.